the sales
Well,
late
you're missing half the story. I guess that's what you were looking for, because the tool holders weren't even sent to me in the right way, so we missed over a week there. They were sent to a different location.
I know they send to different location to take a center, and
Yeah.
then, but still they send you the email, all the stuff to follow up. I don't think we follow up on time.
Well, first of all, Yair promised to follow up. I didn't even have the tools, and he was promising follow up. And so, then I have nothing to say without checking the tools and having SSK follow up on the tools. So I have nothing else to say. I can't tell the customer anything. And so, just
maybe everyone is here, so I don't want to talk this issue with everyone. So maybe we can start with
Hi, Mr. Reed.
Hello, good morning, Bill.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, Bill.
Who's back there hiding? Is that,
This is Abram. This is Abram.
Hi,
he doesn't
I
want his face.
can't see you, but I can hear you. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, now I see you.
Is it okay?
All right, now we have everybody. Good. So, I just sent a new, an updated slide. If you want to use mine, or if you want to move to it later, it doesn't matter to me.
Excuse me, Bill.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, is it okay for us to talk about our agenda first? Because
Sure.
yeah,
You can talk about.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Actually, yeah, I already sent two the PPT files yesterday. So I believe you already got them. You received that?
I mean, you sent me 2 PowerPoint files yesterday?
Yes.
I don't think I received them.
You did not get that?
I'm looking right now. I did not receive them.
Oh, how come?
I'm looking.
Can you see the file?
I can see yours now. I just moved my email out of the way. So I can see that. I did not get that, no.
Okay. And anyway, after this meeting, I will send them again.
Thank you. Thank
All right. Okay. Let's start
you.
to
Oh,
be.
by the way, Abraham, I do not have a YG1.solutions email, so please be aware of that.
Pardon?
I do not have a YG1.solutions email.
Mm-hmm.
So I have had several people tell me they sent me things and they ended up going to YG1.solutions.
Okay. I see.
Okay, so I'm not saying that's where it went. I'm just saying I don't have a YG1.solution. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. This is the sales status, and actually the order status. The total amounts of last year was the 700,000 US dollars, but and the monthly average was 142,000 US dollars, and this year the monthly average US dollar is 211,000. So about the 49% of increase, and shipping status amount is the comparing with monthly average of last year. You can see the 56% increase, and maybe I believe this increased percentage will be much better this year.
Yeah, we can hope so. Thank you. This is a nice, I like this chart that you did there. So,
And this is the out of the amount and the quantity that regarding basics. The order status was the last year the monthly average was 373. The pieces. This is just quantity wise.
Yep.
And this year already the the average is 686. So about the 84 percentage increase. And delivery status is the you can see the 73% increase. So I think you are working very well for basics in your market. So
Thank you.
쓴다고 해.
네?
그러나 기대만 하고 있어.
네.
I'm sorry, may I interrupt you? In this case, the increase rate is not the things we have to mention. Just the average, the sales quantity, the absolute quantity is too small yet. So we have to make it grow faster because we create even the basics brand, YG Basics brand. So of course we need some time to catch up the market. However, it's too slow in terms of the absolute the quantity per month. So I hope the Virgin America can do something more to settle up this the basics brand, the market, and then the sales quantity.
Agreed.
Okay.
And next is the some topics for our discussion. The first one is a sales expansion plan for basics products. Mr. Lee already talked about that. The sales. We would like to hear about the sales the plan for basics products.
Okay, you were right this second. We just received our last big order, I believe, for basics. So we do have quite a bit of shelf stock now because I have an introductory plan that we are set up. The marketing material is almost complete. So we will have that market material printed out and we will offer special programs for distributors to stock basics, an additional discount for distributors to stock basics. And we have 6 introductory items in both BT40 and CAT40 that we're going to send. It's the most popular items we sell in branded, and we see Techniques and the other companies marketing and selling these sizes, and so it's ER collet chucks and end mill holders. And so what this will do is introduce people to basics at a much higher level. So we'll be able to purchase these products as like a bundle, and then they'll get with that a digital catalog, and we're also going to print a simple basics catalog. We're in the process of getting that printed, a simple basics tool holder catalog, so that it can be used with small to medium-sized shops, that distributors can use those to hopefully not affect our branded business, but also go in and address the small to medium-sized shops that buy purely on price and need things on the shelf immediately. The whole plan behind basics to begin with. Yeah,
So you mean that even at the moment you do not have the printed sales material for basics products at the moment, right?
we do not have the basics mini catalog printed yet. It's in the process of getting printed, and we're finishing up on the basics branded. It's a little flyer, a handout that introduces basics as a general product line for small to medium-sized shops.
When those items will be ready,
I expect the items to be ready within The flyer, I expect that to be ready within 2 weeks, and I expect the catalog to be shortly thereafter. The digital catalog, I hope to be ready the first part of next month, or which would be next week, and the branded flyer and things I want to have printed by the middle of June, sorry. So that's part of the challenge too. If we release this, that's why I needed to have as much stock on hand. So if we release this introductory offer and then we run out of inventory right away, it takes 4 months to get product, and nobody will wait. So I have to get some on the shelf and then reorder. So part of the thing I sent back a few months ago or a few weeks ago is we need a plan to be able to get basics replenishment faster if we're going to try to get those extreme growth numbers, because we can't afford to stock a year's worth of inventory to keep up with things. So we need to come up with SSK to help a little bit with trying to get things here faster, or maybe just some suggestions. I'm open for anything.
Anyway, in relation to the basics products, at the moment we have some pending quantities such as the 1,300 pieces something, and according to our current status, we will make a shipment those quantity by early of June or something. So the shipping or delivery for the pending quantity of the basics products, we will let you know in detail once available. Okay?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect. And yes, I agree, the basics should be doing better, and I don't quite understand, as the sales force demanded a better priced product, but we're getting so very little attention from the sales force, so I'm trying other things now to promote more activity with our sales force.
Okay. Then let's move to the second topic. 1-inch Power eHydro and Power eHydro set sales plan. Can you share your plan with us at this moment?
Yeah, so Mensung is making both of my flyers at the same time. So for the Power eHydro, now I believe I have enough inventory to run it. It's a 1-inch Power eHydro in Cat 40, and it's a 3/4 and 1-inch Power eHydro in Cat 40, and we're going to release in a kit form. So we'll put them in an ammo box, and we'll release them. And I don't know if we're going to have enough margin in it to put a big discount. We'll try to put a little bit of a discount on it, but there's not a lot of extra discount, especially right now, because we have a 10% added tariff on the product. So there's not a lot of extra margin to give away right now, because we haven't raised prices yet at this moment. So that's what the plan is. That after I get the flyers for the basics, then I will have the flyers for the Power eHydro kits, and then we'll print those out and we'll begin that process.
Okay.
Anyway, it is much delayed than our expectation because we started to talk this item for a long time, but even at the moment, you do not have the sales material for this item yet. Anyway, please hurry up.
Okay. Actually, the next one is our current pending products. The YG, the quantity is 7,340, and the amount about $600,000 US, and in case of basics, 1,369 pieces. But actually, yesterday this quantity was already released from the Indian factory. So as Simon said before, they will be shipped early June, and I will let you know the shipping details as soon as they're shipped out.
Perfect. Will they have the country of origin marked on them properly? Because none of the things that have come from India have the country of
Yeah,
origin.
yeah, we know the requirement for CO sticker label. We already informed the thing to the SSK India and a request to attach that sticker, the label for coming products. We will check once again, Mr. Ma. And we also prepare
And
some.
I need stickers and a plan with Miss Heather on how to properly mark the country of origin of all the basics product we have on our shelves.
We understand, yeah, yeah. We are also preparing some extra label for your stock item, stock units.
Yeah, yeah, Simon, please understand that the country, USA market is very sensitive right now about country of origin, and we can get into a great deal of trouble. And we can get into a great deal of trouble if we're not properly marked, so.
Yeah, I understand. It should be related with the current tariff situation. Yeah, we understand it.
Right, right.
The SSK team, I suggest you that the transparent, the sticker of country of origin, like made in India.
Yeah.
It's perfect, yes, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
unless there is any regulation for the size of the stickers on the PE case,
Yeah.
then we better make it the smaller.
Yeah, I understand.
Made in Korea. So
Yeah.
did you do that, SSK team, to SSK India? You ordered or you instructed like that, or?
Yeah, we already. Yeah, we understand. There is no reason that the sticker for made in India is bigger as like made in Korea. Yeah, we understand.
Yeah. So that's better. Make it smaller than the size of the made in Korea label.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be better for branded marketing, it would be better, yes. I agree, Mr. Reed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to hydraulic chucks. Okay, okay then can you share your agenda now?
I think the first. Yeah.
Abraham, did you receive the new file? You don't think you have it, right? Or
The file you sent, you are talking about the
Probably half hour ago.
Half hour ago.
half hour ago.
20 minutes ago.
Let me check it. 이거 보냈거든. 아니야. 지금 잘못 쓰니까 파랗게 돼 있겠지. 위로 올려야지. 그걸 공유를 하라.
Can you see?
Yes, it's there.
우리가 움직여줘야 돼.
No, this just copied what was sent to me, so this is kind of the major projects and things, so. The next slide is basically the slide that you already went through ARAM after this one. You go to slide number 4. So that's basically what you just went over, our sales to budget and places where we need improvement, places with the surprising ones are end mill holders and milling chuck. You know, some of these things, other things like the splitting saw arbor and stub arbor and TG collet chuck, those just, the market just demand is not high from us. And so that goes up one year and down the next year. It's just,
마음을 좀 내려야죠. 가리잖아.
so that's basically where we are right now. It's just a kind of a snapshot of what was happening at the time it was sent. So. The basics and hydraulic, the big projects are what we just talked about, the hydraulic kits and the basics entry level package of items, so that once they receive these basic packets, they're going to be introduced to the whole line, but it'll be through a low cost entry of 6 items. It'll be cheaper than competitors are, or less expensive than the competitors are offering. And we'll also offer a bonus for the distributors if they choose to stock some on their shelf, so they can still make a very high margin on the basics product. And the hydraulic kits we talked about, so I'm not sure about the margin left on the hydraulics. But we're still going to offer it as a kit to try to get the customers interested. This was a big project. This was a big project that we ended up losing. I didn't think we had much chance, but thank you SSK for trying to get this. They're buying these BT30 holders out of China, and even with the 140% tariff, we're still way overpriced, and it's just the way it was. You guys gave us a good offer, and I didn't mark it up much, and then I offered to stock them on our shelf, and so we lost this. It was about 140 kits a year. So each kit was worth about $2,000, but they were looking for less than $1,200. So we did all that work. If I would have known they were asking for less than $1,200, I probably wouldn't have wasted your time with it.
You see,
That's the problem.
yeah, Bill, in case of this project, the required to hold is BD30 shank, right?
Pardon me?
Required, needed to hold is BD30 shank.
Yes, all of it was BT30.
Yeah, which means it does not include, it is not including the basics product, right? So,
No basics product here, just because we don't have any basics BT30 product.
anyway, if there is a need as like this and the demand of this BD30 shank is considerable, there is no reason not to include this item into one of the basics product, right? Please consider it.
Yeah, when I sent this out, I believe my email, I said we could use, if we could get basics or any way to lower the price, we could use it. But anyway, I don't know, I don't know if we can still get it, but even so, we're 50% high, I mean, almost, and so is basics gonna be 50% less? And plus of it, a lot of it is collets and retention knobs that I had to buy somewhere else and things like that, so. Just, I mean, if you've got a better idea, please let me know, so.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it, and if we get big BT30 stuff, I will gladly ask for help from Basics product, absolutely. If that's an option, I'll ask, so.
Anyway, if there is any project which need this kind of item, which is not included into the basics product at the moment, I think we may also consider the products to produce it in SSK India anyway, and to supply you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I'll keep it in mind, but this was one of the projects that came to us, and then the other one that we, kind of big project that we were working on is of course this one that's a big, very, very big and visible right now. And
Yeah.
people are very angry at other people and, you know, we were never informed about the scrap part, and I'm not sure about that anyways, but that came out of Yair. Even the salesman didn't know about it, so I don't know where that scrap part, but the end of the story is we lost a 300-piece order because of runout. And when I sent the tools to SSK said the tools were fine. And so there's a big problem, there's a big disconnect because we were told to go invest much time and much expense into large, very sophisticated aerospace end users, and they won't buy our tools. And now the salesmen, because they're calling on big customers, won't sell our tools. And the distributor doesn't want anything to do with it because we got sent back and don't have an answer or solution. So we lost not only this account, we lost the potential from salesmen and distributors at the same time. So that's the big one of the big ones we were working on and lost. And we can argue with them that they don't know how to check it, but I tend to agree with them that our product is not correct. So that's a big one we lost. We're working, the other projects that I'm working on are mostly on the West Coast.
Mm.
We have a few that come up, and they come up rather quickly. They're usually I have to answer, and they're anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000, and if we don't have the product, we won't get it. So that's what we just do them and they go. Some of that is why our sales are up a little bit, because we've had good inventory and we've been able to take some of that business. I also have taken some business at very, very low margins too, just to keep the business going. So that next slide, that's one. I mean, we can talk more about this runout. I got a few slides on that. So it's just the runout things, because we've had two things. We've had more than just this one item that with the runout, and then we're trying to gain some progress. And because our hydraulic line is now the biggest line of us in the tool holders, so we have to get better support, and a lot of that's on me, but we need to figure out better support overall.
Of course, for Hydrochoke, we'll make our best effort to support you. Regarding the learn-out matter, as already informed to you, we received the 5 samples from you, and according to our test result, it is within our spec. So even at the moment, we are investigating why there is a difference in reading, in measurement between your side and our side. Of course, there is a difference in measurement method, and last time you requested us to check the learn-out condition after assembly to the machine. But regretfully, in Korea, it is very difficult to find the CAD machine, CAD spindle machine. So it is not possible for us to check the learn-out condition after assembly to the machine. Only it is
right,
possible.
but Simon, you don't have to check the runout to the machine. I know Yair sent that in an email. You don't have to check it to the machine. I don't know that the way, the method you're checking it, there's any problem. If you continue on, I have more slides that describe what's going on. I researched it heavily. I've got lots of experience. We can either take it and learn from it, or whatever you'd like to do. But let's go to the next slide to talk about that right now. I mean, we're getting now, even Shunk is offering things we can't do. We do not have the margin to offer buy one, get one. We do not have that kind of margin in the tools to do that. And so that's taking business. And yes, Shunk is more expensive, but also currently Shunk holds much, much, much higher reputation than we do. Whether we like to admit that, that's a lot, but that place where we just lost 300 holders, they're buying all Shunk right now, even at a higher expense and all that, because they feel in their heart it's a better product. So that's where it stands. So, I will try to get chunk pricing. It's very difficult to get chunk pricing, but I don't really think it matters. We're less than they are, but they're offering a great value. Their reduction sleeves are more expensive. Their bodies are more expensive. So they get them, to them, they get a great value by doing this. So,
Actually, I am familiar with the brand name of the Tendo, which is the brand name for hydraulic shock supplied by Shunk, but I'm not so familiar with the Tendo Silver. So is there a new brand for
no,
Shunk?
Tendo Silver is their slim chuck, basically, I think. I'm not sure. I'll do some more checking on it, but they had the Tendo E, which was similar to the Power E, I think.
Yeah, I know the Tendo E Compact or Tendo Platinum. Yeah, I'm familiar with the brand name, but the Tendo is not so familiar for me. So
Yeah, I'll check on it, but it holds the same standards. It holds the same, their run-out standard and their clamping or force clamping is still the same when I looked it up online. So,
anyway, you mean that the recently Shunk reduced their selling price of the hydraulic shock in the market? Change? Situation has been changed?
is there a trend, are you asking?
No. As I said to you before, I'm not so familiar with the Tendo Silver brand, but so you are saying that they give one free reduction sleeve if the customer buy one Tendo Silver. So I'm questioning whether they try their selling price of the hydraulic shock. Hydraulic shock is reduced than before.
I still don't understand.
I think the Shunk is now moving. They are focused to the customer and to the market from Tendo the Platinum or Tendo E to Tendo Silver. Silver, they are trying to make it very popular. The approach to the market and customer with the Tendo Silver, which is the competitive brand, then much competitive brand than the Tendo Platinum or the existing the Tendo brands. And the one question I would like to ask you is that the promotion like buy one Tendo Silver get one free sleeve or get one holder 50% off is just temporary the promotion with within the limited period, they are doing this kind of promotion like the promo or the pricing strategy. I don't know.
So it says here, I just searched it. It says Tendo Silver is a more budget-friendly hydraulic chuck. Tendo Silver provides best price to performance ratio, and for direct clamping, it offers 9 interfaces, maintaining the standard like the others, run out of less than 3 microns, 6 to 32 millimeter with intermediate sleeves, and it offers both of the coolant through sleeve and the open sleeve and closed sleeve.
Yeah, as far as we understand, all the tolerances and then the accuracy is the same with the other Tendo series. Same.
Yeah, it even says the clamping or the hydraulic force is the same.
Same.
Says up to 2,000 Newton meters and 32 millimeter under dry clamping.
Only the price of this Tendo Silver, the brand, is very competitive than the other Tendo series with the same specifications, same accuracy, like that.
It also says an improved tool life up to 300% longer.
But generally, the tool life extension of 30%, is very normal with the hydraulic jacks. So this could not be any the new difference with the Tendo Silver. Yeah.
Anyway, would you investigate details of the price level of the latest Shunk hydraulic chuck and let us know so that we could review our price once again according to that information?
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get shelf pricing for some reason in the USA.
Mm. Okay.
Techniques is continuing to push harder. They're one ER collet chuck for every ER, or one ER collet for every chuck that they sell, which is a really good deal. Again, something we can't even come close to matching branded for sure.
So in case of the ER college, as far as I know, Technics is receiving ER college or the other mechanical holder from Taiwanese or mostly probably from Taiwanese company. So how about the general price level between Technics ER college and your basics ER college? Have you ever tried to compare the price level?
The price level to their ER collet chuck is more than basics,
Mm-hmm.
but when they get free collets, it's very close to the same.
Mm.
And the customer thinks it's a better value.
So you mean that at the moment, ER college chuck in itself, the Technics price is higher than basics
Technics
products,
price-
but Technics already offer one free ER collet. So
Yes,
you mean that in conclusion is almost same?
correct. Because
Okay.
even if Techniques offers 60% off to the end user, they'll still give free collets to them.
Oh.
So if a customer orders 50 ER collet chucks and gets a very, very good price, like 60% off their list
Mm.
to the end user, they'll still give them free collets for every order.
Anyway, two holder in itself, in case of the basics, we understand that in case of the basics, the price is a very important factor for penetrating to the market. So price-wise, basics has a competitiveness against the other competitor. Is it a correct understanding at the moment?
Basics is competitive to every one by one that I have checked. Basics is competitive to all the competitors out there.
Yeah.
One by one, it's
Okay.
competitive. Okay?
Okay.
So, but now we have to raise prices, and we're trying to hold it until Techniques does, but Techniques isn't raising price. And so we have to very soon raise prices.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the Beer Techniques is increasing price?
They have not yet,
Oh, they have not. Any other competitors of two-roller, they increase price?
Not yet. I checked SOA, I checked Techniques. I don't know Big Kaiser if they've done anything because they're way more expensive than we are anyways. So, but I'm not, and the other ones that we have struggled with, Techniques and things, they have not changed their price yet. Not. As of when I checked last week, Friday, I think it was.
So normally, maybe some companies increase their price at the beginning of the year. So you mean that they are keeping the price as same as 2024?
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Okay. Everybody will have to change soon because as soon as we run out of inventory, all our prices is way up. So.
So do you expect that our competitors will increase the price soon?
I expect, but I think everybody's waiting for everybody else right now. So, because no one has raised price right now that I found.
Okay.
So we just had, this is brand new. I got it yesterday, so I figured, but we sent out ER11 collet chucks, and the customer's a high-end customer. They use a torque wrench. They have probably 50 techniques, and they bought ours, 10 of ours, and so far 5 of ours have cracked with theirs. So I sent them new collet nuts, but as you can see, this collet nut is hardly used. It's brand new. You can see no marks on it at all. So we had this once a while back, Simon, if you remember, from ER16, we had a bunch of collets crack.
Yeah, long time ago, yeah. So after that, we improve. As far as I know, we change our low material of the nut, but in spite of that, you are also facing with the similar problem on ER11 at the moment. Anyway, please arrange to send these samples because we have to seriously discuss with the supplier for this item. Okay?
Right. I asked them to rush and get them back to me.
Yeah.
So I already sent out replacements, and so we're there. And then we just have all of our ER16 collets have been recalled because we have a customers complaining that every size has run out. And so we're measuring every ER16 collet we have in the house, and we're getting burrs and poor workmanship and up to 1.5 run out in these collets, and it's a big problem. I mean, we get these are again more big customers that have seen the poor workmanship, and I'll send early next week. I'll send pictures and documentation on the run out, but. All this stuff came in the last 2 weeks.
So you mean that in case of year 16, the runout problem is resulted in caused from the burr of the ear collet, right?
It could, yeah, a lot of it can be burrs or poor workmanship. The slots are cut in the wrong place. So the slots are actually cut in the wrong place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll send you pictures.
Okay, please. Yeah.
Okay. But this you didn't know anything about. It just came. So
Okay.
It's not just this awareness. Okay. So the qualities and strength, I didn't get the pictures sent out to you, but we're having. So we have one customer so far that has put these tools in, and they're actually hitting in the drive notches, and they're hanging up in the drive notch. And I have an email, if you want to see a picture when we're all done, I can just bring it up on my screen, but they're actually hitting in the drive notch, and I can show you where it's hitting, and it's causing runout, where the shrink fit unit, if I check it on a preset, and I don't use the drive notch, then they're perfect. They're under 1 micron. They're very, 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 very good, but I'm used to. But when we put it into a CAP 40 machine, they're on some machines they're hanging up on the drive notch and causing runout. So
Really?
yes.
Okay, let me check in details once when we receive your portals, because only with this
I have one up on my other screen. You want to see it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, you see the mouse right here? See this mark right here on the drive notch, and then you'll see that it's not flat across the drive notch. See, the drive notch is not flat. It looks like the end mill wore out or something, and it's not made correctly. This needs to be flat all the way across. You see it, right, Simon? See right here. This is the mark where it's hitting. But you also see down here, you see where that whole thing is a big misshapen here, the whole fact. So it looks like something's wrong with the process here. So you can see it's not the right shape, and it's hitting over here on this particular customer right here in the corner.
You mean that in case of 1D, the measured runout is 15 micron.
The runout on this one was, if you put it in one machine, it was 10,000s runout. And if you put it in another machine, it was 2,000s runout, and both machines were hitting right here. And this is the second tool holder, so I just wanted to bring it to your attention, because I checked it on a presetter and it was less than a micron. But then when I see it come back here, you can see the shape and area here, and you can see the marks where it's hitting right here. And hanging up on this, probably on this high spot right here, causing it to tip in the spindle.
one please. 이거 저기 그 가공 자체가 여기 그 잘못됐다는 거 아니에요 지금?
제일 밑에가 지금 56 마이크론 쟀다는 거잖아요.
쉐입 자체도 저기 좀 이상하고, 그러니까 그 스트레이트 스퀘어가 아니고 그런데 여기 뭐가 그 가공 과정 중에서도 문제가 있는 건데, 이건 뭐 생산 가공에 관한 문제이기 때문에 굉장히 디테일한 거기 때문에 제가 잘 모르겠는데.
저도 잘 모르겠는데.
뭐
From this angle, see the shape of it? From this angle? From looking down on it? This is supposed to be flat here. So I'm imagining that this dimension is correct, but this corner is misshapen.
So you mean that at the bottom, the center hole, the runout is around 56 micron at the bottom.
I'm saying that when the customer puts this tool in their machine, this drive notch is hitting down here somewhere, causing this tool holder to not seat properly. On the drive key. The drive key is hitting somewhere in here.
이 툴홀다가 저기 제자리에 꽂히질
꼽히지 않는다는 얘기인 것 같은데.
결과가 된다는 건데.
예.
저런 가공 때문에. 근데 이런 거는 기본적으로 신세계에서
조사를 해봐야지.
중간 검사 내지
예.
공정 자주 검사 그리고 최종 검사에서 이거 밝혀주고 빼내버리고 아웃사이드로 나가지만 않으면 되니까 빼내고 그러는 어떤 그런 게 작동되지 않으면은 이게 자꾸 이런 거 가지고 빌미가 되고 문제가 돼 이거.
Anyway, we have to investigate this problem because it is the first time for me to see this kind of phenomenon at the moment. So.
Yeah, me too.
So let me if there is a further information or something like that, photo or something like that, present it by mail. Of course, I will let our production people together with the engineer checking this matter.
I will send these tomorrow, Simon.
Okay.
I'll send these to you tomorrow, but I'm also going to check more items on the shelf. I want to check more product.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Because this right now is VK228.
Anyway, this one is anyway looks abnormal, but anyway.
Right.
We'll
Okay.
check. Yeah.
That's it. Thank you for looking at it.
팀장님 이
I'll send
상태에서
them to you
저희
tomorrow.
그거 저희 거 하나.
Okay. And then to perform correctly, we are looking.
Can you reshare your screen?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading.
Can you share the screen?
Anyway, at the moment, the highlight problem in the field is a run out. Anyway.
Yeah. Can I see the screen? Can you share your
이거
screen?
좀 띄워줘요.
예?
아, 저 안 보이십니까?
아니 이거
스크린 띄워달라는 거.
아니.
I can't see your screen.
it is so. Okay. Let us try once again.
안 보여요 저도.
그래요? 여기 보이는. Okay. Try once again.
Okay.
Can you say this?
Oh,
Okay, okay.
you already skipped past the ones, okay. Alright, well, I wanted to show you that. Can you go back to 14?
14.
14페이지로
14
선점장으로.
Okay, this is directly from
아, 이거 좀
Abraham.
쉬우세요.
So I decided to do the
이거
math for
슬라이드
number
쉬운
3.
거예요. 쉬우지.
Sorry.
Okay.
저 위에 슬라이드 쇼.
어떤 거?
슬라이드 쇼 있잖아요. 저 위에 슬라이드 쇼. 그거 아니. 그 옆에 그
아,
현재 슬라이드부터. Can you say this?
I got it.
Yeah.
Alright, so just saying that this was directly from Abraham, and so I decided to just do the math on number 3.
Mm.
Okay? So he's saying that this is good, so now go to the next slide.
Okay.
Next slide. Okay, so I drew your tool holder. I drew the tool holder. So if we go at 3 times D right here, we have 1 micron runout.
Mm.
That means at 6 times D, I'm sorry, 5 times D, which we sell thousands and thousands of drills, we're at 15 microns runout. At 8 times D, we're at 30 microns runout. When we put the drill into the holder,
Mm.
and we put it in 27 millimeters, that tool is sitting crooked in that holder by 56 microns.
Mm.
It's the spirit of runout cannot have this much runout at 1 times D and 2 times D. You cannot do that. It affects the tools. It isn't about the tool holder, it's about the cutting tool.
Mm.
And the cutting tool will not perform under this condition.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is based on your information that you came back to me. So you can tell me anywhere, if we didn't get it at exactly 3 times D, if we were at 4 times D or 3.5 times D, of course we're going to get some huge number difference of checking. Because this is completely unacceptable. It's very, very, very crooked in the holder. The angularity is a serious problem. And it's a workmanship problem. Because the spirit of runout means at 3 times D, there would be nothing under or over 3 times D for the first 3 diameters. It doesn't mean it's okay to have 15 microns runout at 1 times D,
Mm-hmm.
and 9 microns at 2 times D, and 1 micron at 3. That's what we're being told, and that's completely unacceptable. No customer in the United States at all will buy that tool. None.
So you mean
And
that
I thought, this is a,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I think I said all I need to say. This is exact measurements that you gave me. I measured it out. I put it in the tool holder. I measured on the tool holder, and that drill is sitting at a severe angle on in that drill, in that body, in that hydraulic holder.
Mm-hmm.
And we sell hydraulic holders based on 0 runout. And I've never seen this before, but yet I have holders on my shelf from 3 different years, 22, 24, and 23, that all have the same issue. This is a problem. This is a very big problem.
Understand your problem. As I said to you, so far from the beginning, we've controlled the runout characteristics by checking at the 3D. It is our normal standard for us. But you mean that that control spec is not enough to comply with the customer's request at the actual use, you mean?
Right, so the fact of the matter is at 3 times the 1 micron runout, it has to say up to 3 times D, meaning everything below 3 times D has to be less than 3 microns runout. I understand a cutoff of 3 times D, but you can't have anything under 3 times D to be more than at 3 times D. It all has to be better than that.
I understand your requirement that if we control the 3 micron at 3D, the runout should be less than 3 micron, even at the 2D or 1D or 0D or something like that.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
One second. I would like to ask to SSK Korea. 우리 어떤 유압적 런아웃 규정이나 어떤 관리에 따라서 at the minimum insertion depth 그때 런아웃에 대해서 어떤 체크하는 어떤 레인지가 있거나 뭐 그래요. 어떻게 SSK에서는 어떻게 알고 있어요 이걸?
저 확인을 좀 해봐야 되겠습니다. 그 뭐라고 이 자리에서
그거 좀 한번 확인해 보시고 지금 뭐 우리가 또 똑같이 이해하고 있는 거 3D에서 3 마이크론 이하면은 뭐 1D든 0D든 2D가 그거보다 나아야 되는 거는 뭐 다 뭐 일치하는 건데 이제 우리가 그게 안 나오는 거거든. 그 문제가 이제 있는 거거든. 근데 이 부분 미니멈 인서션 뎁스 그건에 대해서는 신세계 그런 게 관리적으로 있는 건지 규정 없으니까 우리가 뭐 채택을 안 했는데 그거는 한번 확인을 해봐야겠죠.
저건 뭐 확인을 해봐야 돼요. 저는 뭐 저 부분은 잘 모르겠어요. 무슨 얘기인지.
근데 그게 문제가 이제 고객이나 뭐 미국에서는 문제가 되고 있으니까.
네. Okay, even at the moment, our investigation is undergoing. So we will check at this point too, together with our engineer, and then give you our findings later on. Okay?
Bill, I would like to ask you about at the minimum insertion depth. There is 56 micron runout. Actually, even SSK people, SSK team is not familiar with this kind of runout at the minimum insertion depth. So even they don't know if there is any regulation or customs to check this kind of the runout at the minimum insertion depth. So do you have some information about that? Of course, SSK will investigate. However,
This is a calculation, Mr. Reed. This is based on information that I extended from what he gave me. Okay? I don't know, the only way I can check the actual runout is over a pin, because in the free state, the hydraulic holder is almost impossible to check the runout. Meaning unclamped on a pin, I don't know how to check a hydraulic holder, because the bladder squeezes differently and releases differently on it. So the point I'm getting at is showing that if you use this in production, in manufacturing drawing, if you use the symbol like total indicator runout, that would mean that this entire bore would have to be under 3 microns, no matter what, all the way up to 3 times D. And that's what you have to have, is your manufacturing drawing or your manufacturing standards are not acceptable because it's not robust enough in order to guarantee that you have less than 3 microns runout at 3 times D, 2 times D, 1 times D, and 0D.
yes.
So the manufacturing standards you should probably move to, and I'll send you information on maybe total indicator runout with the, and so it would be, you know, that you have to make sure that you project that runout throughout the full usage of that tool. Because again, as much as SSK, and we'd like to make it about the tool holder, it's about the cutting tool. We need to make the YG1 cutting tool superior than any other cutting tool. And
We understand.
We cannot do it with this tool. We cannot even sell these tools. So,
Okay, SSK team will check, what it should be, I mean, the.
Yeah, closer to the into this
minimum
matter.
translation, yes, yeah.
that's just a calculation. All I care about is that the tool is right when it goes in there.
Okay.
So we sell thousands and thousands of 8 times D drills. Those drills have to stick out more than 3 times D. We tell the end users, we have to have 3 to 4 tenths, which are 7.5 to 10 microns maximum runout on that drill to perform properly. How can we do that when we have over 30 microns runout at 8 times D?
Okay.
Our end mills, our thread mills, all of those things we put in our cutting tools. That runout makes our branded tools underperform. So now we have large, sophisticated end users, aerospace end users, all of these things that are checking our tools before they're willing to use them, and they're finding that this situation is a problem.
Yeah, I understand your requirement that, to competitive in the market, the runout characteristic should be much better than current condition, such as the 8 at the 8D, it should be around 7.62 to 10.16 micron or something like that. Much better than current condition, yeah.
At 8 times D, we tell our customers that we must have that runout or better.
Understand your requirement, and as I said to you, we are our investigation is undergoing at the moment to find a solution, to find a way, to find a method, to find a solution to improve the runout, and we will let you know once we got any further findings.
Thank you.
Okay. As I said, we will keep you informed of our finding and our measure to improve the runout characteristics, of course. Okay? And from your side, please let us know your market investigation result about the shunk price, new latest price, so as to review our current price.
Okay.
And when you are ready to so how can I say, to a kind of printed catalog or leaflet for basics products, please arrange to send 1 copy for our reference, okay?
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Any other questions for me?
더 말씀하실 거 있으세요?
아니, 없어요.
Any in conclusion, though there are so many problems to interfere, the final goal is to extend the sales of tool holder. So please make more efforts to expand our sales. Okay?
Yeah, I have to make more effort right now to keep our sales because we're losing it because of the quality. So please understand, just as much comes from your end as mine.
To do that, we will give you all efforts on every aspect, including quality. Okay?
Yes, and I have big plans for hydraulic holders. They have always been my favorite part of the line, so I want to make more sales, as you said.
Okay, thank you.
Yair, do you still want, Young Tech, do you want to talk to me, or? You're not on, you're muted, but you're muted,
Okay.
okay?
So muted.
Sorry, yes. I don't know the background, so maybe you can make clarify and send me the email. That's I understand only the white one you're saying and your side didn't respond on time. But I think there is a misunderstanding between you and Yair. So you can make it clear and send me the email.
I don't know how to make it clear. All I'm gonna say is I was speaking to Brian Palazzi in person every day. I spoke to him on the phone every single day and told him, and we have problems with, see, we don't have resetters or anything. I borrow the equipment from Toyota. I go to their facility and I check it. Well, they now have new management and they don't want me coming in there to check tools anymore. So they made it so it was very difficult for me to check these holders. So there was delays, which I told Brian Palazzi. Every day, Toyota pushed me out and said, no, you can't come in today, you can come in Friday. And so I have no other way to check the tools. So I have to check the tools before I send them back to SSK because we found many times that the tools weren't a problem, it was something else. So it took me some time to check the tools, yes. But I was in contact with Brian Palazzi every day. And he said, and he told me many times, there is no problem with our cutting tool business. The customer moved on to Schunk. There's no problem with our cutting tool business. And so I told him, I insisted, please do not let anything happen to our cutting tool business. He personally told me no, and he said he was friends with the end user. I have nothing else to say. I told Brian what the problem was, and I told Brian Reedy what the problem was, and that's the only people and I can't tell the customer anything until I check them. So that's where I'm at. So the delay, that's where every bit of my delay was, we do not own enough equipment to check the run out at that accuracy level in our facility. So I have to borrow the equipment.
Okay.
Okay, yes, understand, yes.
So if you want me to put that in writing, I'll write it down, but that's what it is, that's all there is I didn't get the tools. Once I got the tools, I had to schedule time with Toyota. They told me I could come in, then they told me I couldn't come in. And it became a problem because I didn't have the equipment to check the tools.
Okay, anyway, we have to solve this problem quickly with SSK. But if there is something other issue, you can address quickly, then we can solve together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, pardon me?
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Thank you. Have a great day.
all right, see you later.
Okay.
Yep, bye.
요즘은 워낙 가지고 얘기 길게 해봐야 우리 거 준비한 거 보여주고
예.
다시고 해봐야 좋은 게 별로 없어가지고
네.
너무 그냥 하려고 그런 거예요.
저도-
메일로 나중에 안 해줘도 되는 거고 뭐.
어제 보낸 게 잘 안 들어간 것 같은데 제가 다시 한번 보내겠습니다.
그럼 어제 얘기하는 거는 56마이크론 그건 뭐 실제 그렇게 됐다는 게 아니고 계산을 하면 그렇게 나온다는
네,
것
네.
같은데
네.
on this, to this, 80에서 많지만 에휴 여기서 그리고 맨 처음에 그 실적을 발표하면서
네.
야 무조건 야 수고했다 잘했다 지금 이런 미팅 할 때 그런 얘기 하는 거 아니지. 우리 더 많이 달라고 그러는 거고. 예를 들어 베이식스 같은 경우는 작년에 너무 못 팔았으니까 거기에 비해서 뭐 비율로 얘기하면 뭐 많이 늘어난 거죠. 그게 뭐. 알면서도 그 부분은 푸시하는 거 아니야? 아이고.